Lots of snow fell. There is more expected through the overnight and into your Christmas as well. Thank you so much for tuning into the Weather Network. Michelle Mackey joining you, and let's get into some of those accumulation numbers. So areas in white, including Timmins, 10 to 25 centimeters of snow expected through your Thursday. So certainly going to be a white Christmas for you. Now, this same system that's bringing snow to the north is bringing very strong winds to southern Ontario. So sustained winds coming in from the south to the west, southwest, sustained between 40 and 60 kilometers per hour, but gusts will be higher than that, particularly through the overnight hours in the Niagara region. We could see gusts approaching the 100 to 110 kilometer mark. So of course we run the risk of some power outages, downed trees, and flying furniture. Also your ornaments, maybe a good idea to bring those inside. We also have a non-severe thunderstorm risk for southern Ontario. I know this is very odd to see at the end of December. This is what we like to see in July and August. Now, non-severe in nature, and these are all being triggered, the thunderstorms being triggered by the passage of a sharp cold front through the evening hours. We've already had reports of lightning down towards Chatham, Windsor, and we also had a caller call into our storm line, and she said she saw some lightning strikes in Gatineau. So this is quite a widespread system, as is the rain, and the rain will continue through the overnight hours, tapering off as we get into your Christmas Day afternoon. Widespread, less than 10 millimeters, more so as we head further to the north. Now, this system so big that it's also bringing lots of rain and wind to the maritime provinces, and that's where we find Nathan Coleman. Thanks for that, Nathan. I would love to see you in a Hawaiian shirt. I hope I can get one too. All right, so as you were saying, that rainfall warning quite widespread, all of PEI, all of Nova Scotia, and most of New Brunswick as well. Generally looking at 20 to 40 millimeters of rain through your Christmas Day, more so as we head into Halifax, upwards of 40 millimeters of rain. Now, wind is also going to be a factor, so much so that Environment Canada has issued some wind warnings for the northern portion of Nova Scotia, also the western shores of Newfoundland. We could be seeing wind gusts over that 100 kilometer per hour mark, but sustained winds in red between 40 and 60. These will be picking up as we head into your Christmas Day. So the pinks that we saw for Thursday afternoon, sustained winds at 60 or above. Now, right now, we are taking you to your top 5 windiest cities, and after that, more storm watch. For fog, driving conditions, horrible. Visibility very low. Thanks so much for tuning into the Weather Network. I'm Michelle Mackey joining you, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you and yours from all of us here at the Weather Network. Let's get into our weather story. Winds through southern Ontario. That's the big story through the overnight hours, particularly through the Golden Horseshoe areas around Niagara. We could be looking at gusts approaching 100 to 110 kilometers per hour. Now, they are coming from the southwest, so we will see a rise in temperatures, but nonetheless, a good idea to bring in those holiday decorations. We also run the risk of some power outages through the overnight. Now, precipitation with this system, it's a bit of a mixed bag. We have rainfall for the maritime provinces on Christmas morning, and this transition line, that's indicated by pink. So Toronto, we could be seeing some wet snow through the morning, but not much in terms of accumulation because the ground, it's just too warm. Further to the north, that's where we get into our snowfall. So certainly going to be a white Christmas for areas northeast of Lake Superior. For example, Timmins, 10 to 25 centimeters of snow expected through your Christmas Day. So it's going to be a perfect Christmas for you. Get out and enjoy it. And the temperatures not too cold either. Meanwhile, let's take a recap of some of the rainfall totals that we've already seen. So through Wednesday, trace amounts through Toronto, 5 millimeters, another 5 millimeters on tap as we head into your Thursday morning. Barrie, that's where we begin to see those numbers increase, 14 millimeters. So if you went up to the cottage, it's a bit of a soaker, but generally less than 10 millimeters of rain through southern Ontario. Again, 10 to 25 millimeters. That will be your total through Thursday for cottage country. Now, this next map, this might throw you off a little bit because it is a thunderstorm risk map. I know when I came in, I had to do a double take because typically this is a map that we see in July and August, not the end of December. So we are looking at this non-severe thunderstorm risk for southern Ontario. We've already had some reports of lightning in the Gatineau area, for example, and this is all triggered by a cold front, quite a sharp cold front. Our weather story, you can upload your photos and videos to theweathernetwork.com. Now, wind is also going to be a big story for the Maritime provinces. St. John's, you will be feeling the wind, but clear skies. So through Thursday morning, we will see those winds really pick up. Sustained winds in pink 60 or above. For the western shores of Newfoundland, we could be seeing gusts approaching 100 to 110 kilometers per hour. And we've already seen lots of rain through the Maritimes, but the heaviest rain is set to come tomorrow. So Halifax, we've seen 9 millimeters of rain through your Wednesday. Fredericton, 10 millimeters, but our totals are going to be quite a lot more extensive. So Halifax, we've seen 9, but our total 40 to 60 millimeters of rain through Friday. Again, the bulk of that falling through your Christmas Day. Lesser amounts as we track further to the north towards New Brunswick, Fredericton. We could see some freezing rain as well. Now we want you to stay with us because coming up, our storm watch coverage continues.